Did you wear it on your sleeve? Did you see another picture where I was not apart, so far entwined? There's no other way, never run far. Take a good swing at me, and everything is even. So finally, we agree, no place for promises here. You better run, you better run. So hide, hide. I have burned your bridges. I will be a gun, and it's you I'll come for. Hide, hide. Now it's all so easy. I will be a gun, and it's you I'll come for. Who are you to tell me how to keep myself afloat? I treaded water all the while. You stuck in the knife that you held at my butt. Did it make you feel so clever? Did you wear it on your sleeve? Did you see another lifetime where I was not apart, so far entwined? There's no other way, never run far. Take a good swing at me, and everything is even. So finally, we agree, no place for promises here. You better run, you better run. So hide, hide. I have burned your bridges. Now I'll be a gun, and it's you I'll come for. Hide, hide. Now it's all so easy. I will be a gun, and it's you I'll come for. There is no other way, never run far. Take a good swing at me, and everything is even. So finally, we agree, no place for promises here. You better run, you better run. So hide, hide. I have burned your bridges. I will be a gun, and it's you I'll come for. Hide, hide. Now it's all so easy. I shut tight until you go. Come as far as we walk again until you realize that you should go. In misery, you can see us hold your omens, and the mother we share will never keep your pride from falling. The way is long, but you can make it easy on me, and the mother we share will never keep our cold heart from crawling in death. I'm the only one here, and I will cover you until you go. 'Cause if I told the truth, I would always be free and keep a prize with me until you go. Come in misery, where you can see us hold as your omens, and the mother we share will never keep your proud head from falling. The way is long, but you can make it easy on me, and the mother we share will never keep our cold heart from falling. Into the night for once, we're the only ones left. I bet you even know where we could go. When it all fucks up, you put your head in my hands. It's a souvenir for when you go. Misery, you can see us.
iSCAR presents to you the iSCAR Sprint Car Series, round number 1 at 8. Here at Lanier National Speedway, the Dirt Edition, getting set for the green flag here just momentarily as drivers take their laps around the racetrack under qualifying conditions. Well, we do have an interesting format. Not like last season, as we run it as one session, but we run it on multiple heat sessions, so it should be a lot of fun to see on how these drivers, on where they're going to qualify for this current race. I don't know how many people actually get into the feature itself, but I think it's like I don't even know. I'm confused on how all these sessions and stuff are going as, but on top of that, iRacing's having a lot of issues as of right now with their servers. We had to host up a couple of servers to actually get some kind of to get the race session in. But we look at the racetrack to see on all these drivers qualifying on the racetrack. Nick Miller gets in the wall. John Canizero, probably pronounced that wrong, apologies, but number 74, seeing on the end of pit road. Garrett Hess also on track in that very bright 00 as he slams it into the barrier. Still have a minute remaining in practice, so these drivers could still take laps around the racetrack to log in their fastest. Alright, Halsey just sent me a format, so 4 laps of qualifying. Heats are 8 laps. Winner of each heat goes to the feature. Everyone else gets sent to the B main. So consolation, will be 12 laps. 4 people get locked into the feature, and what? I'm kind of a bit confused because, my goodness, I don't keep up with a lot of dirt racing because, well, I'm not good at it. But usually I run 305s from week to week. Day to day sometimes, but I usually don't tinker around with 360s. So this is all new stuff to me, so if anybody on the chat could explain, that'd be pretty helpful so I could learn for future broadcasts. But in the meantime, on top is the 054 of Alex Stodinger, excuse me, and the 054 Austin in the number 57, going to start in second place. Trey Shuttleworth in third. Alex Olaz in fourth. And it's like 21 drivers here with this one. So, heat number 1. I think this is heat number 1. We'll start the grid up. We get ourselves prepped out. One more driver needs to grid session speed, going to be 088. Garrett, we'll see. We'll see if he actually races here tonight, but I think he is. So with a small heat, we'll see what gets skipped. Looks like we're gonna have 3 heats for this one, and one person advances. By the looks of it, the winner's gonna get locked in to the feature from this race. So whoever wins this heat gets locked in. It's gonna be the 054 who starts up front. I don't think gridding does it work. No, it doesn't, because this goes off of qualifying time rather than the actual grid of the heat itself. So the order is being shown under the left-hand side of the screen. So the 054, Stodinger gonna start in first. Olaz is gonna be in second. Sylvia's in third. Jones in fourth. Mulrooney in fifth. Mulrooney in fifth. Costello in sixth. Also, looks like he's not grading up on the racetrack, so I think he's just going to be an in-race official for this one. All right. 14 cars are set to go with the feature, so we do have like obviously multiple drivers on the racetrack. Should be interesting on who gets in and who gets cut out. As my dog is scratching on the door, of course. He wants to get in my room. Did him in ASAP, but here we go, getting ourselves set in. We lost a couple of drivers. Don't know where they are. Keaton Jones and Costello are having issues. I don't know what happened to them. In the meantime, we're getting set for the green flag. That means 4 drivers are gonna spark it off. As
green flag, green flag.
Keaton and Costello have problems. In the meantime, we take the green flag. 8 laps for this heat session as they work into turn number 1. So keeping himself on the high side, pulling into the inside. Ola's gonna try to attempt a slide job, can't make it done. Cuts off Sylvia as they enter 1. 97 trying to roll the low side, just slide up in front of the 116 to Sylvia, can't do it. Roll up against the high side. I don't think there's really a cushion built up. As really flings it in the corner, got a bit sideways on entry. That's going to cost him a bit of time, and 116 is Sylvia cleared him on the backstretch. Ola's got a nice 1 and 2. We'll see if he can clear that 116 as he's slipping at the bottom of 1 and 2. I don't think that's the way to work himself around. So Sylvia pulls himself ahead into 2nd place as my dog started to bark for no reason. Apologies about that. Himself up and away, but Sylvia's starting to lose time. And Olas is fighting back on the bottom. Moves up back, right up against the wall. Flag is up in the air for that 054. He's worked himself to 3 and 4. Now for seconds, not heating up. Checkered flag. And Stodinger will pick up. P1 and put himself into the feature. Congratulations to him, the 054. We're going to boost ourselves into the 2nd. The 2nd race. Looks like the 2nd heat. Again, 3 heats being ran for tonight. I do not know how to pronounce that last name, nor do I don't want to butcher it. 7 cars going to be for this one. It's going to be Austin in the 57 heater. And that number 11 machine going to be in 2nd place. Webster as well up here. Mix as well. Saunders, I know he's a dirt racer in real life. He races Legends at Vado. At Vado Speedway. Charlie Byer, Garrett Hess, Nick Miller are going to round out the field. iSCAR holds itself with 1 to go. Again, no cautions being ran during the heat. So all these drivers got to keep all 4s on the racetrack. If they wreck it, it's going to be big trouble for them as they're going to be stacked all the way to the tail, all the way.
Green flag, green flag.
The 8 is Saunders attempts to double the restart, double wide up front. 7. Claire himself in front of the 11 of Heater, cannot do it. Heater goes with crossover. The 45 of Webster trying to follow in pursuit. 3 wide as they head themselves as into the wall goes that number 8 of Saunders. He's gonna flip it over. No caution gets called though as the field works themselves to 1 and 2. Heater clears that 57. The 57 is gonna sail it to the low side. Slide job in 4 as 1 car gets to the wall in the background. That was Webster. 11 of Heater crosses over the 57. They're side by side for the lead. Huge battle up front as the 57 rolls up against the wall. Get a run right up off the corner. He clears the 11. They're still just about side by side for that top spot. Looks like Heater's running out, and he has to go on to pit road. Probably got a penalty or some sort of miscue. Well, something has to be off from that number 11 of Heater, as unfortunately he's on pit road. We'll see what where he comes up with the standings, but in the meantime, the 7 of Bayer has taken second place. 3 laps to go. I do not know what happened to the 11. .45 of Webster also with an issue as well as he hooks it on the pit road. White flag this time by for the number 57. Dog, can you go ahead? Griffey. Checker flag for the number 57. He's across the start finish line first in front of that number 7 of Charlie Bayer. Nick Miller going to come home with third. Garrett Hess in fourth place, 1 lap down, and obviously multiple people on pit road. And of course, taking the big hit off of that was the number 8 of Aiden Saunders. He's gonna finish in 7th place, so probably gonna start at the bottom of the B main once it does roll around. Pull ourselves into the 3rd heat for tonight. It's gonna consist of Trey Shuttlesworth, Christopher Wheel, Alex K. Gratz. I do not know. He told me I pronounced his name wrong, and I'm gonna just keep him. Stowed is Staudinger? Staudinger. I'm not surprised. Staudinger. Alright. Thanks, dog. It's my dictionary. Those of you who are tuning in tonight, thank y'all for watching as we pull ourselves into this 3rd heat for this one. It's gonna be 6 cars starting this one. The 74, John Canizero. Did I say 64? I meant 74. Does not start the race. Looks like he has a bit of computer issues. Ourselves to the start-finish line, and the green flag is out at Shuttlesworth. Held to the middle as they work into turn number 1, side by side for 2nd place. It's 66, Derek M. Smith, the road racer, attempting to work around that number 41 of Christopher Royal. Cannot do it. The 17 going to follow in pursuit on that high side. Sounds K. Great as he works himself through 1 and 2. Looks like the 41 slipped up against the wall. That opens up the door for the 17, who attempts to slide here in 3 and 4. Cannot make the pass, as Shuttlesworth in the meantime is pulling himself up and away, right up against the, around the slick area at the bottom of the side of the racetrack. Great is pinned right up against the wall as he's attempting to get a run for the 41. Christopher Wheel. He pulls himself to the high side. We'll see if the 17 can get a run. Can't do it, as I think the 66 of Derek M. Smith tags the wall off a 4. Falls off this battle for 2nd place, and both of them are bringing bumper cars, and the 41's going to get shoved to the low slide job right in front of the 17. The 17 crosses over to the inside of the racetrack and pulls himself another slide job into the corner. I wouldn't say that would be a slide job, but both these people crossing each other over as a 41. That was a slide job. 2 laps to go in the meantime. That number 19 of Trey Shuttlesworth is pulling himself forward, right up against the wall. Oh, the 17 gets to the wall. Both of them are going to collide. And that's going to allow Derek M. Smith to pull himself into 2nd place. White flag this time by for the number 19 is Shuttlesworth, who is gone. And there's a 2nd place car. Derek M. Smith, your winner. Trey Shuttlesworth, heat number 3. As, oh man, that was a big collision for 2nd place. My goodness. Corey Rexford moves himself into 3rd place in the meantime. So, alright. With that getting set, what heat is this? This is a C-main? What in the world? We have a C-main? Holy crap! And only one person. Well, I don't even know how many people make the main. So yeah, all these get skipped. Oh, it's 5 people. So 5 people from each session, each main, move themselves on. So there's your answer. So the top 5 from here. Is going to be in the fight. So field rolls itself out. So Jake Sylvia is going to be leading this one to the green flag. Again, top 5 move on from the C main. No cautions in this, and it's a 12-lap shootout to decide this one. So that means the cutoff is going to be around the 17 of Alex K. Greats, Cody Webster, Keaton Jones, Noah Allison, Aiden Saunders have to pull themselves forward into this top 5 to get themselves into the B main. Work themselves through 3 and 4. The 116 and Jake Sylvia. Pedal to the metal as they work off a 4. Green flag is out. Even restart with a 66 of Derek M. Smith. The 2 of Mulrooney trying to pull up to the backside of that number 66. 3 wide right behind as they work right up off the corner. Smith gets a run on the high side as the 116 as Sylvia wants to pull himself forward. They're just about 4 wide right behind as the field searching around for grip. Near contact as one car gets into... one car just about making contact. Don't know who that is, but they scramble all the way against the wall in 3 and 4. That might have been Keaton Jones at number 77. Might have made contact with another car as he's trying to work himself around the 45 of Cody Webster. Meanwhile, up front, Derek M. Smith, the road racer. Oh, that number 2 of Mulrooney hits the wall. Around he goes, and Mulrooney's day. Unfortunately for Mulrooney, that number 2 most likely might be out of it. We watch this battle in for 5th place. This is Saunders right up against the wall. On board with that number 45 of Cody Webster, who's running in 6th place, and he's falling back into the hands of that number 77, Keaton Jones. Oh, the 8 hits the wall! Saunders hit the wall in 1 and 2. That's going to eliminate him from that window, and we're going to have a fight for 5th place, and it's going to be between Webster and Keaton Jones. So Saunders, huge miscue. We're going to get a replay of what happened, and looks like he just tagged the wall, and around he went, unfortunately. In the meantime, number 66, Derek M. Smith, is just pulling himself up and away. Nick Miller, currently in 3rd place, wants to work up in on the 116. Here he goes, going to have a run him into 3 and 4. Oh man, Miller got real sideways on the center, but it still clears the 116, who also got sideways, and Miller works himself into 2nd place. And there's the battle for 5th right on your screen. This is going to be for all the marbles as Keaton Jones slips a bit. He tags the wall, but he still has a run. 2 laps remaining, and it's going to be Webster and Keaton. We're going to have to duke it out into the B main. White flag this time by. 1 more lap to go as Webster is attempting to hold off that number 77. In the meantime, that's 66. Oh, got a wreck. 1 last charge for the 77. Works himself to the inside. Can't make it happen. On the 45 of Webster survives Keaton's charge. And that was the 24 Noah Allison who was turned around into 3 as the 66 and Derek M. Smith had to work himself around. And Keaton Jones misses out. Wow. So now it's going to be working to the B main. The 7 of Bayer, Olaz, Rexford, Hess, Costello, Wheel, Heater, Hulse, and Casanero are all going to be in this B feature. Hulse, he didn't even start the race, and he's still in the B, as well as the 74 Casanero. Canizero. Excuse me, so that means 7 cars. I don't know why the 88, the 088 of Jose and John are in the B main. Odd. Alright, 1 to go. It's gonna be Bayer, Olaz, Rexford, Hess, Costello, Wheel, and Heater to decide this one. Pace car is in.
Green, green, green.
And the green flag is out. Olaz might have jumped 3 and started out ahead. But that number 7, we'll see if a black flag gets handed out in the meantime. Up and away goes that number 7 of Bayer, who works himself to the low side of the racetrack. Side by side right behind as our 3 wide as Heater shoves himself in the corner, trying to get low with that number 03 of Rexford. Rexford still keeping himself ahead as Rexford also unexperienced on the dirt. But he's still running in P3 as of right now. He works the wheel into place. The 7 trying to roll the low side of the racetrack. That's just going to open up the door for that 97 to whip on by on the high side. New leader is the number 97 of Olaz. Meanwhile, a huge fight for 3rd place as Wheel works himself to the low side of Rexford. Rexford super sideways off the corner as well as Heater in that number 11. Up front though, up front of these people is that number 4, not the 041, but the 41. Christopher Wheel gonna slide right in front of that number 7 of Bayer, who slips the corner in 2. And Wheel works himself into 2nd place. And it's Hess and Costello. We're currently out of it as Costello has a major issue in 1 and 2. And now it's all in the matters of how Hess is going to catch that number 11 of Heater. But Hess looking real loose as of right now as he attempts to find grip around the racetrack. 7 laps to go as of right now as, oh, 3 of Rexford hits the wall. That's going to open up the door for the 00 to work himself in. But, Hess gets real sideways in 4. Rexford making some costly mistakes, but Hess making even more costlier mistakes. And that might have cost him the position into the A main. Meanwhile, up front, Olaz is just scooting himself forward. That's basically all he has to do. Just running the low side of the racetrack, not tinkering around with the wall. Wheel trying to follow in pursuit, as well as the 7. As he tags the wall right up off the corner. There's your 5th place of Corey Rexford, your 6th place of Garrett Hess. Coming to 2 laps to go for the 97. Battle for 2nd heating up as the 7 gets real sideways right up off of turn number 4. Works himself down low, trying to catch the number 41 of Christopher Wheel. Can't really do so. White flag this time by for the number 97. You see the gap between 5th and 6th, so it's not going to matter for Hess, unfortunately. Who's too far back to make something happen. Checkered flag for the 97. Oh, we'll win it. We'll win the B. We'll win the B main. Hess is unfortunately, he's gonna be going home after this one, and all right, we'll see who gets into the. I'll need to find out because it's top. Oh, I guess it's 13. That's 13 drivers who's gonna duke it out for X amount of laps. So as warm-ups get underway, I'm pretty sure Pulse is gonna probably configure the track to his. It looks like the track turned tacky. We'll try to get some. We'll try to get a couple interviews in. Go ahead and track your first one out of the B main. That'll be Garrett Hess. And Hess, you got a copy?
Yo, what's up?
Hess, you finished 6th in the B main, and unfortunately you didn't make it for the window enough to pull yourself in the A main. How was your setup here? Obviously, this being open set, how was the car out there tonight?
Am I allowed to cuss or no?
Your choice, as long as you don't say anything racist.
I won't say anything racist. My car was fucking ass, dude.
Oh man, that's unfortunate, man. You finished at 6th. I mean, Rexford did also have a bit of issues, but were you just at the wrong place at the wrong time, I guess? I mean,
Well, I'd literally go into the corner and my car would just go 90 degrees. So I'd just go half throttle the entire time because I could not fucking turn the car.
okay, Hess, 10-4, buddy. But otherwise than that, you got any sponsors you want to thank here for tonight? After your B main run.
Nah, I didn't have any sponsors.
All right, man, that's unfortunate. But we'll go ahead and see you coming next sprint car race coming next Thursday. All right, that was Garrett Hess in the 00. That's our only person who's in the interview box. We have to get more people in. Yeah, in the waiting room. You know, Garrett Hess, everyone. Unfortunately, his day had to end like that, but in the meantime, these drivers whipping laps on the low side of the racetrack. Of course, this track running tacky. Yeah. Turn right to go left. See how the track is right now. Well, the track is still tacky. I mean, there's now a defined groove, but with just 5 minutes of practice, 5 minutes of hot laps, I'm not expecting the high side to really kick in unless we do get a lot of green flag laps. We'll have to see on how Hulse decides himself coming to the green flag, but decides, but we'll see if the track gets reconfigured or something like that, because I know there's a command to reconfigure the racetrack into your liking, but I think by the looks of it, it'll just be as is. So here we go. 13 cars gonna decide it out for this one. Stodinger, Griffey, Shuttlesworth, Smith, Olaz, Miller, Wheel, Sylvia, Beyer, Greats, Heater, Webster, and Rexford. Alright. Got a lot of talent sitting up in near the A main. 40 laps going to be logged into the books. Who's going to come out on top? Who's going to be the one to fall? Webster yet to join into the session, but once he does, we'll get ourselves rolling. This looks like Webster. Well, he's not here. So Webster missed out or has a bit of a issue. Let's pull ourselves forward. The 054 Stodinger will either car obviously Heat 1 winner. Planning for 4 wides delete, but you only got 2 laps to do it, unfortunately. I wish you could reconfigure to give you more laps to, have a go around at it. Well, here we go. Getting ourselves set up for the A main as the pace car slides itself on the pit road. The 054
Green, green, green.
slams the throttle. We're up and away for 40 laps here at Lanier. And already, the 054 slides up in front of the 57. Field works themselves into 3 and 4. Griffel pinched down Shuttlesworth and he stalled his run out. And he pulls himself back into 3rd place. Battle here for 4th. Really close racing as Olaz cuts off Miller as Miller rolling the low side of the racetrack. Gonna get caught in a hole as Smith works himself low. Meanwhile up front, the battle for the lead is really heating up. At 054, all he has to do is hit his marks, pull himself away. High side's kicking in earlier than I thought. He's right up against where all the dirt is stacked up and putting all the loose dirt into his right rear to get as much grip. And of course, the more laps that get worn, the more laps that get down, the more that outside groove is just gonna wear. 7 at Griffey. I don't know where I got Griffel from.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Oh, we got a yellow flag. And it looks like it's Derek and Smith, unfortunately. The number 66 turns it around on the front shed. We'll see what happened to him. It looks like right up off the corner. Smith attempting to roll it down low and caught the car, or attempted to hit the wall, and around Smith went. That brings out our first caution of the night. Gonna restart it, most likely with lap 11. Stodinger going to be under fire by Austin Griffey. The 57. 1 lap to go. Looks like it's double file restarts, I think. Is it? No, it looks like it's single file. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought they were doubling up for the restart, but looks like not. That means the 054 will lead the train right up against the outside groove and hit the throttle. We're back to put away. We're at Lanier. 57 got a great restart. And he works himself to the low side. Gonna pull a slide job in 4. Crossover by the 054. Working himself to the low side. Put that machine up ahead, but the 57 has a run again. He works himself. He's gonna try it again to the low side. Slides up ahead in front of the 054 again. Reminiscent of the previous lap. This time they keep themselves in line. But these top two are all over each other. Slide jump again. Crossover as we got a yellow flag, and that'll put the 57 in the lead. The leaders get involved in it. Oh my goodness. And a big wreck puts the number 7 of Charlie Byer in it as the leaders came up out of nowhere. Holy crap. I don't know who the car was stopped to the low side, but trying to find who it was. The 7 was backing up. He pulls himself forward, and I think that was Rexford. It was either, yeah, it was Rexford. Maybe 03. Both of them make contact. Byer tries to pull the slide job. Involves Webster in the process. And the 054. The Stodinger just flew in there. And I think the 054 is damaged. I would not be surprised if the tow or some sort of dynamic part is going to offset that car, because it's going to be tough for that 054 to make something off of that something out.
Green's out. Green flag.
Take back the green. 19 is Shuttlesworth, catches back up, but it looks like Miller gets into the wall. Peter runs up on him. Nowhere to go for him as he's scrolling up against the high side of the racetrack. Olas to the inside. Attempting to clear out that one, the 119 of Shuttlesworth. Side by side as Olas, oh man, squeezing that 19 as looks like we're going to have a yellow flag, and it's going to involve Eric Keeter, who's up on his side. Unfortunately, his day is done for. Let's get a replay. What happened to the number 11 of Eric Keeter? Keeter, unfortunately, hooked the right rear into the outside wall, attempted to flip it over, but unfortunately, it was just too much for him. Sylvia in the 116 was involved in the wreck. Alright, here we go. 54 Stodinger.
Green flag, green flag.
Kicking up to the high side, and he drives it down to the low against the inside wall, trying to attempt to get a run. Murphy right up against the wall, both of them following in each other's paths. So 19 is Shuttlesworth attempts to make something off that top two, but 054 is Stodinger going to fling it to the inside. Watch about that. Oh, leaders make contact! And that's going to open up the door for Shuttlesworth. 57 wants to get back on that 054, and Shuttlesworth works himself to the low side. That bright pink machine got a bit sideways and it opens up the door for the 57, who shoves himself right against the outside. Lots of action within this top three, but in the meantime, the 054 getting clear as Olaz pulls a major slide on that 19. Shuttlesworth gonna back right in to the low side to make something off of it. This third place is trading paint. I mean, not trading paint, but trading positions. Oh, the 97 goes around!
Yellow flag is out.
I mean, that's not the 97. That's a 57. Austin Griffey, the one who was running up in first place, up in second, gets involved in the wreck, and we'll see what happens. As looks like the 054 Stodinger just unfortunately, well, he caught the wall, and Griffey attempted to go low. Both of them went absolutely, both of them collided. And Shuttlesworth nowhere to go. And that's going to put Olaz in second. Wow. And a caution with 10 laps to go, going to restack them up. And that's going to put Miller in third place, Wheel in fourth, Smith in fifth. We'll see if they could go anywhere with it. So here we go, coming to the green flag this time by Pace Car slides itself on in. The 054 hits the throttle, up and away.
Flag.
That 054 Stodinger, if he keeps it, man, he's pinned right up against the wall to get as much grip as he can. And look at that, the 41, 3 wide for second place as Miller comes out of nowhere and pulls himself. Oh, he gets to the middle. Oh my gosh, big wreck.
Yellow flag is out.
He got himself into the wall and took Olaz in the process. Caution with 6 laps to go as Miller attempted to slide in front of the 97. And Olaz, your second place runner, gets whipped out. And now that puts the 41 of Christopher Wheel into second place. My goodness. Wow. Now that eliminates another car out of competition. Miller still keeps his Miller's gonna be in P4. We'll see if he can rebound. But they're gonna have 3 laps remaining. If a caution does come out, race will end most likely. Space Cars moves itself on a pit road. The 054 hits the throttle and a big jam up in third on back as Sylvia did not pick the throttle in time. Here comes the 41, gonna work himself the low side. But I don't think he has enough grip to work himself around that 054. The Stodinger. He's still right up against it. He hits the wall! He hits the wall. Here comes the 41. This is Wheel's final chance to get himself into P1. He has to pull a slide job. Oh, looks like couldn't mark it down in time. White flag, I think, this time by. Yep, final lap. Wheel has one last shot in 3 and 4. He's going to sail it to the inside. Stodinger hits the wall. Wheel's going to go on front, side by side. Oh my gosh. What a finish. Final lap passes. Griffey makes a last lap mistake. And Christopher Wheel is gonna pick up his first win in the Sprint Car Series. Oh my goodness! Wow! What a race! A Wheel gonna burn it down here on the front straightaway. Unbelievable! What a turn of events as a final lap mistake by that 57 of Griffey cost them the win. And Christopher Wheel, the road racer, the man who could turn right and left, puts himself on the dirt, and he goes 1 for 1 here in the Sprint Car Series. Unbelievable. Congratulations to him. The order's going to be shown on the left-hand side of the screen. Actually, we're just going to pull up the full results. Griffey comes home in 2nd place. Miller in 3rd. Sylvia in 4th. Derek M. Smith in 5th. Stodinger in 6th. Trey Shuttlesworth in 7th. Olaz in 8th. Heater in 9th, Webster in 10th. There's the rest of the order. My goodness, what a hectic race from start to finish. Everybody just going everywhere. We'll be right back right after this, though, as we interview the top 3. That was wild. I'm interested in how this is going to turn out coming next week. I'm already excited and pumped up on how it's gonna go from this point forward. And what a start from this first race. We'll be right back for the iSCAR Sprint Car Series from the Lanier National Speedway weekend race. We'll be right back right after this. And we're back here live from the Lanier National Speedway weekend, even though it's a Thursday, but I mean, it's still a race. And what a race it was, and we're gonna drag in our top 3 into the booth. First person to go to the booth is that number 41, Christopher Wheel. In the booth he goes. Oh, Wheel, man! What in the world happened?
Holy cow.
What do you have to say, Alpha, out of 40 laps of racing here on the dirt?
I gotta say, I feel bad. Like, I didn't deserve that. Austin did for sure. Or, was it Alex?
I don't even know.
I don't know. I was just trying as hard as I could. Like, I kept it clean in the feature, and everyone in front of me kept wrecking. And then on the last restart, I kept trying the bottom, and I barely got it working just a tiny bit, and I knew I had a chance on the white flag into the last corner. If I wanted to just send it, that was it, and it worked.
All right, man, and sending it, well, man, it might be a gag, but it paid off in the end. Congratulations on your first win in the iSCAR Sprint Car Series, your first feature win here tonight. Of course, this being open set, how was your setup here for tonight?
It felt awful the whole race. Trey Shuttlesworth, my teammate, actually gave me some notes on what to do to get things working right. And without him, I mean, I wouldn't have even had a shot in this thing. But no, the track just felt way too slick for me. It's not my kind of dirt oval, but I stuck with it. I kept trying, kept adjusting the wing, and somehow got it to work.
Yeah, man, you pulled yourself up front on the final lap after the mistake from that number 57, and you pulled yourself to a good old W here for tonight. Your second or third win in the iSCAR year. Otherwise than that, man, congratulations. Any sponsors you want to thank after this one?
I just want to thank Trey Shuttlesworth Photography. I mean, Trey Shuttlesworth is the man. I wouldn't be here without him. So thank you, Trey. Thank you, Corey Long, for the awesome Friends of Kermit Racing with Dewey Schramm. Thank you to Dewey Schramm, and that's everyone.
All right, man. 10-4, Christopher Wheel gonna survive after one hectic race for 40 laps here at Lanier. Congratulations, man. Can't wait to talk to you coming next race.
Thank you. See ya.
That was 41, Christopher Wheel. And we're gonna slide ourselves back one spot to the number 57, Austin Griffey. And oh man, the 57, Austin. Oh boy, man, that final lap mistake cost you in the end. What happened there as you entered 3?
Oh, I don't. I just don't really know. I think it was just a racing deal, partly. Because I got that dry patch in the middle there in the corner, and Alex caught the wall, and I caught him, and I got the bad end of the deal, which I'm fine with. There's always more, but you know, it's okay. You know, there'll be others.
Yeah, man, you led a majority of laps there. You're also duking it out with the 054 there during the mid portion of the race. How was your car out there tonight? I know it was open set, so.
It was good. If I could run the top, I can catch people, and run the bottom, I can do that pretty good. But I just need to do a consistent line and be consistent and not mess up.
Yeah, but unfortunately, that final lap mistake cost you in the end. But fortunate for you, you're gonna come home second here tonight after the feature. Otherwise than that, man, before we let you go, any sponsors you want to thank for tonight's race?
Guess, yeah, my Twiz RC chassis, that my dad has. We race RC cars with him. We together. You guys for making this league and having us run and having a good time.
Alright, man. The number 57 gonna run out himself in second place. Can't wait to talk to you coming next race, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, that's what happened. Okay. Stodinger Alt F4 to cross the line as... Alright, we're gonna drag in our third place finisher. I don't even know what happened, but I guess Miller gonna come home in third place as, my goodness, everything is... I'm confused. I'm confused, man.
Oh my God.
Miller, you weren't even in the picture of that top 3, but on that final lap, I guess you slotted yourself into third. I don't even know what happened. People saying Alt F4 and stuff like that, but what'd you see out of your windshield after that final restart?
Hey, I'm not sure. Everything's really different, but I think what happened, was okay. I'm gonna be correct. That guy leading, or Alex, he was leading, right? At the time.
Yeah, I guess.
So that car, he was so high up the track, he was like lagging into the wall because it's that close. It's kind of like the Cup car at Darlington type stuff, where if they get close, it looks like they hit the wall, but they don't. He was running that majority of the race, and I think he got a little too close and had to back off the gas. And once he realized that Wheel had pulled a slider and like got it to stick, and he realized he lost, he just alt F4'd out the race because he's kind of like, what was that race? Indianapolis with Dylan Alt. Once Dylan realized he wasn't gonna win, he just alt F4'd because it was like a win or nothing. So I think that's what happened there with Alex.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Oops. Apologies about all the people who are watching that. It's a bit of confusion on my part. But Miller, I mean, in the meantime, you don't have to worry about me. You finished yourself in 3rd place here for tonight. What you have to say off of that after your performance here tonight?
Oh, I felt bad for Trey because I was trying to get on the gas and not hit Jake at the same time. And of course, I want to pick the gas up. I go right on the slick stuff and come down in the tray. That was terrible on my part, but that finish, those last 2 laps, that was crazy. Pulled a slider on 2 guys, they got me back, and then I let them drive it in deep, and then me and Jake, I think, finished like maybe 4 100ths, maybe 4 10ths, 400ths around there, apart from each other for 3rd. So yeah, that 2nd, 3rd, and 4th were probably less than 3 or 4 tenths apart for sure. So that was really an exciting finish there. It was also really exciting to see Wheel pick up a win as he was just kind of cruising. And he actually got the good old luck on his side, I guess, at the end, you could say. Good win by him.
Alright, man, 10-4. Miller gonna round himself out in 3rd place. Before we let you go, any sponsors want to thank you for tonight?
It's Dirt. Dang. Napa, I guess. Napa. We'll go with the Brad Sweet. So we like with Dirt, the Casey Kane team, Brad Sweet. We'll go with all those guys, those sponsors. Vortex, Miller Motorsports as always. And yeah.
Alright, man, 10-4. Nick Miller gonna round himself out in 3rd place. Can't wait to talk to you come next race.
Yep. See y'all.
That was Nick Miller in number 9, and congratulations to Christopher Wheel or Weil. I don't even know how you pronounce it. I'm screwing up with all the sources of this broadcast. But anyway, thank you for watching for tonight's race, round number 1 out of 8 here for the iSCAR Sprint Car Series. Until next time, we'll be back coming next Thursday. It should be a phone run from there. My name is Ezeckiel Reyes. We're signing out from Canaan. Peace off.